In the autumn of 1924, my wife Ruth and I arrived in Tortilla Flat. We were driving a 2-horse wagon and towing a thoroughbred mare and her little colt. I had been working in Gallup, New Mexico, cutting wood in the forest until the winter set in, whereupon we had to head south to warmer pastures. At Tortilla Flat, I'd heard about a job opening in one of the stores in the service stations used by the stage companies out of Globe, Miami. I took that job, and I enjoyed being around Tortilla Flat a while. I was working for Mr. Jack Morrison, who ran the stage shop. He ran the road construction company equipment building, too. Ruth worked in the country store. And Morrison was an interesting feller. He had a bear named Flossie that he taught how to drink pop out of a bottle. Later he sold her to Mathis Johnson, who actually owned Tortilla Flat. I tell you, there were some really wily characters who used to hang around the store back there. KAISER Bill, he was one of them. He used to live with the Indians who frequented the area. Now, KAISER Bill was of German extraction, but he used to paint himself up and dress like the Indians in those days. There was a lot of Indians coming and going in that spot. They used to camp around the grounds. They even charged tourists to take their pictures, and they generally lived off the land. KAISER Bill spent most of his time hunting for the lost Dutchman mine. You know, he was one of the earliest in a long line of the Dutchman gold hunters. George Wright was another peculiar fellow who was a regular back in them days. George was purported to have actually killed a man and sent to the notorious YUMA territorial prison in southwest Arizona. Come to think of it, I actually sold my horses to George back in 1924. In prison, while I was in YUMA prison, he carved a gun out of charcoal he retrieved from one of the heat stoves. He reportedly escaped to the Superstition Mountains and camped there for like 20 years. I think then he believed that he wasn't so famous and his notoriety had died down. He came to Tortilla Flat, lived a gentle if not rugged life thereafter.